Welcome back. Just before the break, we were talking to our distinguished guest about the tourism industry in Bangladesh. We have a Ministry of Tourism, and then there have been frequent changes of the ministers. I would like to ask my guest about what is the situation now. How big is this tourist industry in Bangladesh? How much of, how many millions, billions
we don't have the figures in that line, but tourism is people are really wanting to go about, for holidays and everything. They really expect local, they share inside the country and outside the country. First choice is going outside the country, and of which two countries are major. One is Thailand, another is Malaysia. So airlines and outbound tour operators make a lot of packages, and those are quite heavily subscribed.
Right.
And those who don't want to go to abroad, they go to this, these resorts in Cox's Bazar or in Sylhet and everything. So a long weekend jodi hoy, like Eid holidays to mandatory ekebare achei. Plus then if you have 3-day holidays, where a Thursday or a Sunday is a holiday, then people just want to go out. Or 3-day holiday, then people don't go abroad, they go to
Well, what I see is on Eid holidays or long weekends, the সর্বনাশ অবস্থা তো মানে ট্রাফিক ট্রেনে ছাদের উপরে লোকরা বসে আছে. Even I saw that somebody was offering his ladder to 40 টাকা to get on the top.
These are all the effects of the overpopulation that we have. Land of 56,000 square miles having 170 million people. It just doesn't add up. So these things will happen. What can you do? Anything that we do is overcrowded. It's not enough. It's not enough.
You do it for 5,000 persons, and then next week it is 10,000.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Has this idea crossed your mind, you as a businessman, as a distinguished person from your area, a former lawmaker, how to tackle this problem of overpopulation in Bangladesh?
I would like to correct you regarding the word lawmaker.
Yep. Well, we say here lawmaker.
Yes, over here it's fine. Even in America it's fine. But actually in Bangladesh, MPs are not lawmakers. The law is made by the Ministry of Law and Justice. And it is presented into the parliament for approval. Then it goes to the standing committee where there are 10 MPs who go through the law and they cannot do any changes. Hardly they cannot do any changes. Then it is presented into the House and government party is supposed to say yes, opposition parties will say no. So basically in Bangladesh, members of parliament are yes and no. They are not lawmakers. We don't make law. We can't even amend the law.
Just approve the law.
Just say you have to approve it, and you have to approve it. There is no disapproval also. Like what we have seen in Brexit, the Conservative Party MPs voting against this is unthinkable in any country.
Their own party, their own leader.
In any party. So, but I mean, Brexit is a very important issue, but even in anything. In Bangladesh, the word lawmaker is making it a bit,
pompous.
Too pompous. Making it too pompous for me. Bangladesh MPs are not lawmakers. For that matter, I don't think in subcontinent they are lawmakers. We are law approvers.
Passers.
Or law passers, that's it. Law passers. Nothing else to do.
But here also, like...
coming to your second issue, as far as population, Bangladesh population has been quite contained. That which was started back in the 1970s, late 70s. Then that has been quite effectively where the population is now just under 2 child per average per family. You see, the problem is that the middle income and higher income people are taking lesser children. They have 2 maximum, 1 or 2, not even 3.
That has always been the case.
You see, the problem, it's the lower class and the lowest class, they are having 5, 6, 7, 8 children, which is creating this mass divide, which will come to roost one day, very soon.
Do we have lower class and lowest class?
Oh, we have
I thought we have a people's democracy and it's a classless society.
Of course, the middle class is divided into 5, 6 sections. There are 5, 6 sections of middle class. It's not just middle class, upper middle class, lower middle class. There is an upper middle. There are various definitions of a middle class and the various definitions of the lower class.
And they operate.
Well, that's what
they are working.
Yes, of course. Well, jobless is a massive factor. You see, the education quality has gone down by tremendous level. If you employ someone,
what is the reason? We have so many universities now.
Private universities are fine. But you see, the tertiary education has been completely ruined.
Right.
Metric and intermediate.
Yeah.
So these people have become worthless.
Yeah, but the government is doing so much. They are distributing free books to the students.
It's a level of education that is, which is very, very poor. Which has gone very, very poor, and even a mass scale of passing out with GPA 5, which is a hollow thing. GPA 5 ki na by university entrance parikha debar shomoy baire jay.
I did teach at a university under an American system, and I must say that most of my students never reached GPA 5. Most of them.
This was given in such a wholesale manner. It was, I don't know whether it was a planned or something like that to make a country of useless people.
Going back to in good old days or bad old days, when I went to Dhaka University, it was very difficult to get a first class. Very difficult. Impossible. First class, first was 62, because 60 was the first class mark, and first class second will be 61. That was the competitions. Well, for 1 mark, one person will become first class, one person will be first class, first class.
Quite.
And out of maybe 4, 5, 6 departments and faculty, there will be 4 first classes.
Absolutely, yes, 4 or 5. Maximum 6.
Yeah.
We have seen during our 5 years in the university. First class was 3, 4. Yes, you're right, 3, 4 of them first class.
Very difficult to get, and
majority was second class, higher second class and second class, and quite a few third class.
And those who made it to university, they were students who were motivated to study. See, they had the objectives. See, they wanted to achieve something. They were not there for the fun of it. See, or spend 10 years or 8 years for a 4-year course.
For a 3-year course, honors was 3 years, and masters was 1 year. Yeah.
Yes.
Together, yeah.
So 3 + 1 is 3. That's what we did in our times.
Quite so.
And there were hardly any students that I came across to see. There were some who would join low. Some student leaders would join low and stay in some hostels, and then they spend time organizing student activities and all. So, what effect do you see in the long term on this? Education has gone down.
Quite a
population is increasing.
A little bit alarming. You see, you want skilled people. The skill is not there, and you can't get some things done efficiently. It's not possible because he's not trained up in that way. He's not educated in that way. Okay. And smart people who get educated in private universities, and all private universities are
not good.
There are only 4 or 5 of them which is class private universities. The rest of the 50 or 60, they're just like any other. They're business cycles basically.
Degree mills.
Degree mills. They're basically degree mills. And So I think that we have to give more emphasis on specialized education in the in various professional fields
instead of just producing graduates.
Producing zoology te pass kore asche keo, botany te pass kore asche keo, o ki korbe?
Philosophy
te kore asche. What will you do with this kind of
history?
Those were things that, you know, in your times and our times could have been fine, you know, because there were not that much of jobs or anything. But in today's fast world, a zoology guy or a philosophy guy or a, you know, I don't know, fisheries study or something, he can go into fisheries line if he's, but you can't have him in a bank.
Yeah.
You can't have him in a bank. So people have to focus on special, well, of course, people are going into focused education, like accounting, engineering. Eta to sob shomoy chilo, you know, doctorate and everything. But in general, educational systems, it's better to be more focused, like accounting and business administration.
Right. See.
These are
but there are a lot of universities, private universities, particularly in Dhaka, that I came across asking a young girl, young boy, what are you doing? BBA, MBA, mass communications. And when I ask my journalist friends, coming from Dhaka, and they say that they're not happy with the output that they get from those universities who study mass communications. They can't write, they don't have the focus. So how can we have good journalists without proper training and proper education?
True, absolutely. Proper education, you know, you can't get high quality journalists coming out of the
I mean, everything doesn't come out of Google. See. You have to have a mind of your own to apply the information that you get. See, how much to use. See. You can't use all the information that you, and then you have to channel it. You were talking about banking, so I saw that you did work for a bank.
Yes.
Bank of Credit and Commerce International in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
See. The good old days.
Good old days.
Yes. What happened? I mean, I know I have a number of friends who work there, but what happened? Why was it? Why did it go out of business?
It was, I think, a conspiracy in the States by the Jewish and other people, particularly the Jewish people, to stop this bank under any cost. And I'm sure all other international other banks, they were in cahoots with them, because it's unimaginable to shut down a bank with 26 branches and with 21,000 people working in it. Overnight. And when the bank itself was being, divided into 3 different banks.
Yeah.
One headquartered in London, one in Abu Dhabi, and one in Hong Kong. And it was all informed to the relevant, central bank, that the BCCI is going to be terminated on 31st December 1991.
Yeah.
And 3 different BCCIs will start from 1st January 92.
Right.
Even chief executives, all of them were Europeans and American Europeans. English. One of the one headquartered in London, he was an English gentleman. The Abu Dhabi one was a Pakistani gentleman, and in Hong Kong they also appointed another Gora, a white-skinned guy for the Hong Kong headquartered operation, for the Asian operation, Asia, Middle East, and Europe. So there were 425 branches. BCCI was almost all the Asian and African countries.
Right.
And the first choice of the people in those countries were the BCCI Bank. And that's what they wanted to stop.
The growth of...
Each bank was capitalized with $2 billion. Each bank, each of the 3. $6 billion were allocated by the...
So you think all the allegations have...
So who's doing all the drug money now in this world? Drug money is stopped. It will go until the doomsday, drug money will continue.
Okay, sir. We need to take a break. When we come back, we'll pick up the thread. Thank you for being with us, and we'll be back soon after this short break.